my name is Undeer, and I've been a VTuber for a little longer than a whole year. I've been working hard to make mostly everything myself. I pretty much have, so I'm hoping to share what I've learned in this series. I will be going over everything I can think of to help you guys in your journey if you also wish to become a VTuber. First things first is character design. Where do you start? The first thing we should do is think about your budget. How much are you willing to spend, and how much do you have to spend? VTubing can be very, very expensive. Do you expect to spend some amount of money on this, whether it's with buying everything or even just getting a commission? You can do this for very, very cheap. I did my best to, but I still ended up having to buy a whole PC so I could continue to do this. And I may need to spend more money to upgrade it in the future. I did still spend a decent amount on the computer, and I did get commissions and stuff of art of my character, so that will be a thing you may spend money on. Whether it's to buy art from artists, buying equipment, or streaming. So whatever your budget is, you should triple it just to be safe. So if you have $100, make it $300. Type. I'm sure you already know, but there are multiple different types of VTubers. There is 2D, which is the most popular, but also the most expensive. Those models can range anywhere from $500 to $5,000, including everything. So they can be very, very expensive, but they do look really, really good. There are PNG tubers, which I guess could be considered the cheapest VTuber to be, because you can do everything with basically free software, and I think the most expensive part about that would just be getting the actual 2 images that you need for PNG tubing, which if I'm able to, I'll make a video about that sometime. PNG tubers are much less expensive and can be a wonderful way to start. In this series, though, we will be focusing on 3D VTubers, which is what I am. All of these types have their advantages and disadvantages. While 2D technically looks the best, 3D is the most versatile since you can use it for multiple things. For example, you can use it in VR chat, you can use it to make music videos with, and so on and so forth. While 3D is the most versatile, PNG is the easiest to set up. 3D VTubers are wonderful because you can make one yourself using Vroid for free. You can also convert it to use it in VR chat and NMD like I said before. Design. Once you know for sure what kind of VTuber you want to be, and in this series we'll be doing a 3D VTuber, let's start on the design. Designing a character can be very, very difficult, very challenging. Coming up with an original and cool idea can take a while and honestly, probably impossible, but you can do it. I say impossible because there are no original ideas anymore. That's just what it is. Coming up with an original and cool design can take a while. I myself am still learning about it, and I'll do my best to help you, but don't be scared to look up more about character design from those who know more. My advice is to start with a theme. My theme, for example, is a deer dragon, and then God got added onto, but it really doesn't affect much, so I am a deer dragon. As you can see, I've got antlers, I've got horns, and the theme for the character that I will be designing with you today is a Gyaru cat girl. Another thing to think about is, will you be playing a character, or are you going to be using this character to represent yourself? For example, a lot of people will use a VTuber as a character, so they'll be playing as that character. They'll be acting, voice acting, doing all that while playing the character. Or, for example, with myself, I typically actually just use this to represent who I am in real life. You can go either way. I'm sure there's also other ways to do it too. But that's something to think about. Deer is my favorite animal, and I really like dragons. So I put them together and created this design. Purple is my favorite color. I also really, really love blue and pink. So I put those into design as well. I designed the outfit as something that I would personally love to wear if I could, but I'm not able to. I just don't have the stuff to make the outfit, but I would if I could. Finding references. Once you have an idea of what you want, let's just head over to Google and we should put together a reference collage. For example, what I am looking for to help me create this Gyaru cat girl design is I'm going to be looking up Gyaru fashion, anime, Gyaru girl, cat girl, and get some ideas. I'll take little bits and pieces that I find from these designs, like for example, maybe I like these ears, or maybe I like this outfit. I like the way that this outfit falls on this character. And now I'll save these ideas all in one folder. Any pictures that I like, I'll save. I'll type why I like it, and then I'll put it into that folder that's labeled character design references, or whatever you want to name it, you know, just so you know what it is. Don't be afraid to use real life examples and find examples from anime or just anybody. Don't trace, don't copy it directly. For example, the outfit that I'm going to be giving my character, I found a few similar outfits to it, but then I decided to put my own twist on it. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Colors. Colors can be very, very challenging. Trouble with a lot of people is that they have a hard time figuring out what they want their color palette to be. Color palettes can be very challenging. People go to college for a degree in color theory, so there's a lot to it. I'm sure we've all seen that dress meme. So I'm gonna look up a yellow-blue color palette, and then I'm gonna scroll through, and you wanna keep in mind that you want a color palette that is like anywhere from 5 to 7 colors. Maybe like you could do a monochrome one, but that's still technically 2 colors. 7 at the max, because if you put too many colors, it's gonna get really cluttered and it's gonna be difficult to tell what's going on. For example, with my character, I've got purple, I've got blue, I've got pink, I've got my skin tone, and I have white. That's 5 colors in total. I try to use those colors multiple places on my design, using pink and blue as the accents, while purple is kind of the main color since that's the color of my hair. Putting the idea together. If you weren't able to draw, even I do this, to help get the idea together, I will use a doll app. The one I'm currently using is called Moon's Closet. It's simple and free, but it does have, you know, in-app purchases for more outfits and stuff. There are a lot of these kind of out there. You can even use Pick Crew to, you know, help you put together an idea of what you want. But I really like using this app because it's a really easy way to kind of just put a design together without having to like think of it from scratch, because you've got some options here that can really help you think of what you want. So instead of just picking ideas out of your head, you have some sort of base to work off of, which really helps. I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to pick the skin color, you know, go through and pick everything that I want for this. You know, the yellow hair, I'm thinking these pigtails look really cute. Also in this app, it makes it really easy to help you pick out a color palette. As you can see, I'm just using the few colors that I've got here. I'm using about 3-4 colors to put it all together. After you're done making your character in the app, you can feel free to stop here and just use that to make your Vroid. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to. This step, though, drawing it, could help confirm your idea. This app is just a rough draft, but if you bring this app's screenshot along with your collage of references and your color palette to the artist, this can be a huge help to the artist. I know when I'm taking on a commission, if somebody comes along with all of these, even just a regular like reference pictures to help them get across what idea they want, it is a huge help to me as an artist to get an idea of what they want. This will help the artist that you are commissioning, if you choose to do so, put together a sketch. The sketch is where I would recommend, if you have any critiques, to change it now. Ask them for maybe a flat colored sketch if you can, so you can see where the colors are, see if you like it, and then if you have anything you want to change it at this stage, at the sketch stage, because it is much easier to change things here than later down the line. When it gets to like line art and final colors, trust me, the artist will thank you if you do it like that. Don't be afraid to let the artist have a little fun and add their own flair as well. If you're willing to, I would recommend just ask them, look, I'm not 100% sure about this character design. If you could add some details that you think would look nice and would go well with it, that'd be great, and I'll let you know if I like them or not. Once you have all the details and references put together, making the Vroid will be much, much easier. Having a reference makes it 1,000 times easier to make a Vroid than just making it from scratch. My best Vroids have been from people who have like a live 2D model already, and then I'm just able to use that as the reference, and it makes it 1,000 times easier. Know that your design will definitely change as you go through. My design went through a lot of changes, and I'm still thinking about doing more changes, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't make my past selves or any of the art I've commissioned invalid either. Those are still beautiful arts, and they still represent me. Don't be afraid of criticism. Don't be afraid to ask for criticism. Hey, what can I change to make this better? You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and it can always, always help improve. If you like, you can send your ideas, DM me on Twitter, and I would love to give my 2 cents. I am not a pro, but another set of eyes are always helpful, and I mean, I've definitely gotten a little better than when I started, so, you know, that's okay. Thank you everybody for watching till the end. Next time, we'll be going over how to actually make a Vroid. I know that there's already a lot of tutorials out there, but I'd still love to, you know, make one myself, and I'd really like it if you watched it. That would be really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first time ever doing anything like this, so, I hope it's okay. Took me a while to even make a script, so, and thank you, Omni, put this in the video. Thank you so much for your help, because I could not do this without you. I really, really couldn't, so thank you so, so much. And I hope that this was at least a little bit helpful. Please give me your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Please give me criticism on what I can improve too. I don't mind the criticism, just don't be hurtful. You can be hurtful, it's fine, I can take it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!